I'm sitting here in my classroom getting ready for public speaking class. And right now we're talking about persuasion. It's a really big topic, and so many times persuasion can be thought of as a bad word. To be persuaded is bad. Persuasion is not always bad. Persuasion can be a good thing, to persuade someone in the right direction, to honestly persuade, to have someone's best interest in mind and persuade them. We see persuasion all the time. We see persuasion in the court of law, where there's a defense and there's a prosecution, and they're persuading with evidence as to which side they are on. And their whole job is to persuade 12 people about an incident, their side. So persuasion is not a bad word, but it can be used in an unethical and wrong way, and that's where it gets the bad word kind of feel. So here's a quick tip. I see this often when students are asking about persuasive speaking and maybe what speech to do or what topic to do. And someone will come up to me and say, "Hey, Mrs. O'Neill, can I do this subject?" And I will often say, "Do you have evidence?" This is not a time for an opinion. A persuasive speech, or when you are persuading in the workforce, or when you are persuading in a job interview for someone to hire you, it is not a moment for opinion. Yes, I'm the best, so you should just hire me. That's my opinion. It's your time to give evidence that points to your subject, evidence that points to your facts, evidence that points towards your policy. So when you are giving a persuasive speech in any of those situations, have evidence. You want to use pathos, ethos, and logos, emotional appeal, examples, and stories, but those are not going to stand alone. You also want logos, you want facts, you want evidence, you want something to quantify your story, to give a number to your example. You want to be credible. That's the ethos. You have to be credible in this. And so think of it in those ways. You do not want to come up in a persuasive speech and give an opinion piece. You also don't want to give a really great informative speech. I've seen it so many times where in the end I go, wow, I got really great information. And that is part of the deal. You do want to give good information, but you want to make sure that you are also persuading with your information. It can't just be a really well done informative speech. You need to clearly tell us that you are wanting us to believe a certain way, or comparing one thing to the other. We need to know that you are firmly persuading us towards one thing, not kind of on the middle and on the fence. Firmly persuading. So information, and well done information, is great, but we also want to see that persuasive tactic of come to my side, be on my team. This information should help, but I am persuading you to do this. So those are just a few helpful hints as I'm getting ready for class that I wanted to give you today.